and welcome back to our WonderCup battle series in which you guys challenge me to a Wi-Fi WonderCup battle. And this week's battle, guys, is against Tony Daddy. Now, Tony Daddy is a YouTuber himself. He does a lot of Pokemon videos, including battles, so go and check him out. He is a long-term subscriber and viewer of mine, and it was an absolute honor to have a battle with him. So thank you very much, Tony D. Today's battle, if you watched the WonderCup Addictions video earlier on in the week, you will know what our team is, and it's actually pretty damn good. I was so hyped for this battle after getting, well, as you can see right in front of us, the Conkeldurr. We managed to get a Conkeldurr off the Wonder Trade system, and I was absolutely loving the shit out of that. We've had so much bad luck recently when it comes to trades. When we got the Conkeldurr, it was absolutely monstrous, especially since our Conkeldurr had a very nice moveset as well, including Hammer Arm, Stone Edge, Focus Punch, and Superpower. Right there, off the bat, we've got some very, very powerful stab moves, and we've got the Stone Edge for cover. Next up, we've got our Flabébé, just a standard off-the-root Flabébé with Vine Whip and Fairy Wind. Next up, we've got our little Pikachu with Quick Attack and Thunder Shock. Next, we have Rotom. Now, Rotom is an absolute monster in this battle, probably one of the best, so keep an eye out for that little guy. He has got Thunder Wave, Thunder Shock, Astonish, and Confuse Ray. Next up, we've got little Froakie, just your standard Froakie. It's got Torrent, unfortunately, no protein there, and I think it's got Pound and Toxic Spikes, so my plan was perhaps lead off with that and get off the Toxic Spikes. And finally, we've got Goomy. Goomy is life, Goomy is love, Goomy is the universe. Little Goomy only had Tackle and Bubble, so we've got a little bit extra coverage there with a water move, but all in all, Goomy is not, in fact, I think it's the weakest dragon Pokemon, so there we go. But then, after thinking about how much luck we got with our Wonder Trade, you go over and have a look at Tony Daddy's team. Go have a look at that right now. Yes, you can see right in front of you, he has got a Registeel. And no, his luck does not finish there. His luck is absolutely incredible. I think Tony Daddy is probably the luckiest person on the Wonder Trade I've ever met. Anyway, let's go through his team. He's got Registeel. Legend. Absolute fucking legend right there. So that is threat number one. Next up, we got a Ghastly there, which is pretty powerful. It could have a number of egg moves on there, including Perish Song, which would be an absolute bastard. We've got Honedge there. Your standard Honedge. Probably got Sneak Attack, Sword Stance, that kind of thing. Next up, we've got Tyrogue. Again, could have any number of bread moves. We've got Golbat there, which is a major threat, especially to our Conkeldurr. If it's got Wing Attack, we could be in big trouble there, especially if it has Brave Bird. And finally, we've got the Togepi there as well, which could have a number of moves if it's going for the Para Hacks. So if it's got Thunder Wave, that kind of thing, we could be in trouble there. So the main threats on his team are Registeel, Golbat, and potentially any of them, really. He has got a really good team. Our MVPs are probably going to be the Conkeldurr and Rotom. So let's just dive straight into the battle and see how it goes. I am absolutely hyped for this battle. As I was sitting here thinking, holy tits, Tony D, as you issue a challenge, you've got one hell of a team. The music is kicking in, and we lead off with Conkeldurr. I was not messing about this week, guys. I was scared of that Registeel, and the only way to counter that would be bring in Conkeldurr first, get off the nice Hammer Arm against the Togepi, which is not going to be super effective. In fact, it's going to be not very effective at all, but as our speed gets lowered, I thought if we could do as much damage as possible, that would be fantastic. But unfortunately, the Togepi knows Extrasensory, and is super effective against our Conkeldurr. Now, Togepi exits the playing field to come in for Honedge. He was obviously predicting me to go for another Hammer Arm as he gets a shiny Honedge. Yes, guys, as our move is not very effective against the Honedge, he has got a shiny Honedge. Seriously? Tony D, give me some of your luck, man. We go for the Stone Edge on the Honedge. It's not very effective, so the best move for us here, now that we've got a few of our stats lowered, is to take that little guy out and bring in our little Pikachu. So Pikachu is coming in. The Fury Cutter isn't going to do a great deal of damage here to our Pikachu, but that does not matter. Pikachu is in here to try and take off as much damage as possible to the Honedge, and so our Conkeldurr can come in later on and hopefully sweep up. The Fury Cutter is obviously boosting power each and every time, but that all Pikachu is in here to do is sacrifice her life for the needs of the rest of the team, and we get the luck, we get the hacks here as the static comes off and cripples that Honedge. That Honedge is going to be absolutely useless from now on. It's not very fast as it is, and the little Rotom comes in to finish it off. We go for the Astonish, which is going to be super effective. Can the Rotom get the kill? It does not. The little Honedge holds on, goes for the pursuit, and takes off nearly half health on our poor Rotom. Tony D removes Honedge from the battlefield to live another day. Now, the Togepi comes in. We weren't really predicting that to happen, so we were going to go for the Astonish again. Togepi goes down to red health, and we were just going to finish off the Togepi with a nice, all-powerful stabbed Thunder Shock. Goodbye, Togepi. We are one apiece here. Now, the Golbat is coming in next. The Golbat is going to be an issue because it's so damn fast. He goes for the nasty plot. I was not having Tony set up on me, so predicting that he'd either try and set up on me or be faster than me anyway, I was going to go for the Thunder Wave, crippling that Golbat, slowing it right down, and getting the paralysis. I actually misclicked there. I was so mad. I had him right where I wanted. I misclicked, went for the Thunder Wave again, but it didn't. Hopefully, it doesn't play too much of an issue. We go for the nice, super effective Thunder Shock there, and he goes for the Venom Drench, which fails. And we go straight up for the Thunder Shock again, taking it down to yellow health. And the Golbat is paralyzed. We got the hacks off there. Little Rotom is doing his duty, and Golbat is gone. We have Tony Daddy right where we want him. Next up is the Tyrogue. We wanted to kill off the Golbat, and it didn't matter what he brought in next. The Thunder Shock was always going to do nice damage. He goes for the stat. The priority Bullet Punch does next to nothing on our poor little Rotom there, and we kill off the Tyrogue. Goodbye, Tyrogue. We are in the lead, and we are in a very, very nice position here. Now the Registeel comes in. This was the main threat. I did not like it. And yes, guys, you will notice that Registeel is shiny. Tony Daddy's luck is incredible, but not in this battle. We get the Thunder Wave off once more, trying to cripple his probably most powerful Pokemon out there. Goes for the Iron Head, breaks through the paralysis, and takes our Rotom down into yellow health, even though it's not very effective. We go for the Parafusion here, guys. I wanted to really cripple this Registeel, so what better way to cripple him than give him paralysis and Confuse Ray? Can Registeel break through? Yes, Registeel can. Goes for the Iron Head. Can Rotom hold on? That is the main question. 1 HP. Rotom holds on with 1 HP, and Tony Daddy withdraws the Registeel because he knows he's not in a good position there. We wanted to kill that Registeel, so we went for the Thunder Shock. We got the kill on the Honedge right there, right then, because his Shadow Sneak might have been a little issue if he had that. And Rotom claims another life. The Ghastly comes in now. We are not messing about with that. Little Rotom has done its job. I do not want to lose that little guy because he might come in useful later on. So we bring in our little Goomy. Goomy is love, Goomy is life, but unfortunately Goomy, being weak to ice, this Ghastly has all of the elemental punches. I found that out later on in the battle, and Tony Daddy, we were talking on Twitter at the time, to let me know that that was what was happening, and Goomy unfortunately goes down. Next up we got Flabébé. Even though Flabébe's 2 moves being Grass and Fairy are not going to be very effective against this Ghastly, Flabébé was in there to do as much damage as possible. That's all Flabébé was in here for, is to take the hits and get the damage off. As we go down to yellow health, Fairy Wind takes off a nice amount of health on this Ghastly here, taking it down to almost half, and this is all little Flabébé is in there for. Can Flabébé hold on this time? Holds on with 10 HP, gets off another Fairy Wind, and this Ghastly is going down to yellow health. We get a crit, another crit that mattered a lot. It mattered a big deal. Unfortunately, Flabébé sacrificed its life, but that was the main point of the little guy, to come in there and do that. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. We're bringing in Conkeldurr. We're bringing in the big guns. We're going to eat this Fire Punch up like nobody's business, and Conkeldurr's just going to laugh at it as the Stone Edge kills off the Ghastly. Stone Edge, one of those moves that always seems to miss for me, but today was our day, ladies and gentlemen. Today was our day. The Golbat is coming in. Can we get another Stone Edge off? We get the Stone Edge off, guys. We get the Stone Edge off, and that is one dead Golbat. That bat needs to close its mouth because it's just letting all the rocks in there. And next up, we have the Registeel. Registeel versus the Conkeldurr. Registeel is still at full health, but it does have the paralysis. So we go for the Ham Arm straight away. We know this is going to be stab. It takes off over half. Our speed is lowered, but with the paralysis, we should be faster. Can we eat up this Earthquake? Yes, yes, we can. We return strength for strength with the Hammer Arm and get that almighty kill right there, and we defeat Tony Daddy absolutely splendidly. That was one hell of a match, guys. When I first saw Tony Daddy's team, I was like, seriously, mate, you just got these 6 Pokemon off the Wonder Trade system? And he said, yeah, bruh, I got them. And I was like, Really, Arceus, you're doing this to me. I actually managed to get a half-decent team for once, and my opponent gets that. Well, we played magnificently. We played really well. All down to Rotom. Honestly, it was down to Rotom and Conkeldurr. The rest of the Pokemon were there just for sacrificial purposes. We never actually got to see Froakie at all, because Froakie would have done next to no damage, and the Toxic Spikes would have just been eaten up by the Ghastly and the Golbat. So there was no point in bringing those in either. We played well. We actually played well, guys. We actually got another victory on... Well, that's 2 victories now. We've got 2 victories, which is absolutely fantastic. The MVP of the match goes to Rotom, though. Rotom coming in there, getting a couple of kills, getting the paralysis off on the Registeel and the Parafusion to force him out to be basically left to switch in on the Conkeldurr, and the Conkeldurr with a hammer arm just did the work. But that was a fantastic match there, Tony Daddy. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will put his his YouTube channel in the description below, so please go and check him out. He's an absolute fantastic PokeTuber, so go and do that. But either way, guys, that was a lovely battle. We actually got a win this week, which is brilliant, and hopefully we can carry on and get a little streak going. But if you want to be involved in next weekend's battle, then please pop your friend code and your Twitter in the comment section below. And if you have enjoyed today's battle and you are hyped for the rest of this series, please drop a like. And also, guys, if you've not already checked it out, go and check out my Battle Spot series that just started the other day, where I will be aiming to go as high as I can up the Battle Spot rankings. It would be fantastic if you guys could come and check that out if you've not already done that. But either way, guys, I've been Razbowski, you've been the wonderful bastards, as always, for watching, and I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye!